Hello out there, vinyl community. Edward here, down from Texas. Welcome to Prog Rock Tommy's Corner. I'm back here with a vinyl tag video. Um, Pete CD Vinyl World has 100+ subscribers. So Pete, congratulations to you. That's awesome. Now I found out about his channel through Rachel, the Music Mam's channel. She did a video um, responding to his tag that he'd want us to show or talk about 5 songs or 5 artists or more that are our guilty pleasures, and which I have them as well, just like others do. So I thought I'd come and do a vinyl tag response. But before I began, here's how I found out about his channel. I've just watched a couple of his videos, and I look forward in the future to watching more of his videos. He has a really good video about his top 20 kink songs of all time. That was a good video. I like a lot of the songs that he has chosen. I would have to agree. You don't hear too much in the vinyl community about the Kinks or the Who, which were, like he was saying, the top 4 British bands from the British invasion. I'm an all-time. That's my favorite band of all time is the Who. I'm also a big Kinks fan as well. And if I could say the album they did called Arthur is my favorite album all time. I love that album from the beginning to an end. It has a great flow, and so that's one of my favorite albums. I think if I remember right, one of my favorite songs is on there. Yes Sir, No Sir. Arthur has such other good songs as Victoria. Those are just some of the couple of songs that I really do love off that album. So he asked us to do this response so we show our guilty pleasures. Oh, and also I found out when I was over there, this is how I found out a little bit more about this vinyl tag as well. So let me go ahead and get into this. I'm going to show 5 of my guilty pleasure artists, and a couple of them are females, and 3 of them are bands. Let's begin. Asia, Alpha, love this album. I think I listened to this one more than their first album. I heard about Asia from their song Heat of the Moment, and when I heard it, I said, there's something about that guitar playing or that style that sounds like Yes. Well, of course, I found out Steve Howe of Yes was part of the band. So that explained it. It's such a good debut album. Alpha is my favorite of their catalog. It has 2 hits that I believe they were singles, Don't Cry and The Smile Has Left Your Eyes. 2 good like rock and ballad songs, and artwork done by Roger Dean. He is such a great artist and has done other Yes album covers. So there's number 1. Number 2, the Alan Parsons Project. I don't hear anybody talk about this band or Asia that much, but this group have made a lot of solid records that are just good from the beginning to end. Now this one has 2 radio hits that I remember hearing on the radio, and that's Games People Play and Time. But this whole album is real good from beginning to end. The sound of the production, I love their album covers. When I heard the song Time on the radio, I almost thought it was a Pink Floyd song. And then I went and bought the single Time on a 45 and found out it was this band. And then as I dug into their catalog, I found out, oh, I've heard other Alan Parsons Project songs. It seems like a lot of their songs, they have different vocalists. It's not always the same guy singing. But anyway, there's my number 2, the Alan Parsons Project. The next 2 are some female artists. I'm a big fan of Cher. As a kid, I loved the Sonny and Cher show. I used to hear a lot of her hits on the radio as a kid. And this is one of my favorite songs by her, an album, Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. I love this album from beginning to end. I love Cher's vocal. She is one of my favorite female vocalists of all time. So, there's number 3. Number 4, the rocking vocalists as well too, Pat Benatar. She is one of my favorite vocalists, female vocalists. This is her album, Precious Time. This album, I'm sure we've heard the song Fire and Ice, Promises in the Dark. I think I even heard Precious Time, the song, on the radio, and she does a really good version, her band, and her vocal on the Beatles' Helter Skelter is on this album. I'm not sure what she's doing much these days, but I do really like a lot of the albums early on from her. I also understand, I believe she has a daughter who also is a female vocalist. I haven't heard her sing and don't know of anything of her making a record, but there's my number 4, Guilty Pleasure, Pat Benatar, excuse me. Now the last one is a band that I hardly see anybody post in any kind of group I've been, vinyl, Instagram, even my own Facebook friends. I don't know if people forgot about this band, but the singer of this band has said in a short interview that the band's career came to an end when bands like Nirvana came out, what they call the grunge music scene. So it kind of shut down the popularity of these bands. Now, I wanted to see this band, and I believe a long time ago they came to Texas, but I didn't have the opportunity. I don't know if it's because my grandparents at the time were my keepers and I'm sure they didn't want to go and felt like I was too young to go by myself. So I missed out on seeing this band. Their guitarist is an awesome guitar player. And I'm talking about the band Loverboy. That's my number 5, Guilty Pleasure. I love just about almost all their albums. I don't remember how many albums they made, but this band could rock, in my opinion. This band, when I think of them, I also think of the other artists I don't hear nobody ever talk about. Aldo Nova. That dude is an awesome guitarist. That song Fantasy, he rocks out. This album right here, Paul Dean, excellent guitarist. Mike Reno was the vocalist. The Kid Is Hot Tonight. Heard that a lot on the radio. And Turn Me Loose. Oh man, that was the one that I'd crank when I hear it on the radio. And of course, I remember hearing Lady of the 80s. So, there's my number 5 pick there of my guilty pleasures. So again, thanks for this, Pete. I wish you more subscribers to your channel. I look forward to seeing more of his videos in the future. And again, thank you, Vinyl community. Thank you to all the new subscribers to my channel. Thank you for all the kind comments. That will be it for now. It's my second video of the day, and I'm getting a little bit sleepy and kind of losing a little bit focus. But I wanted to do that because that was a fun vinyl tag video to do. So congratulations, Pete. Check him out over at Pete CD Vinyl World. I will leave a link to his channel. Stop by and pay him a visit. Everyone, take care. We'll see you soon.